Hey, what's up everybody? This is HD. Welcome back to another HD broadcast, and I'm here to bring you guys another professional Starcraft 2 game here. And today's opponents actually are going to be none other than SlayerS.MMA. He's going to be the red Terran down here in the bottom right-hand corner of Chakura's Plateau. He's actually playing on Alden's account, which is actually a friend of mine. I know him as he's actually a guy in the Starcraft 2 community that I'm friends with. He lent SlayerS.MMA this account, and so he's going to be, you know, posing as a North American, but he's actually SlayerS.MMA. His opponent is going to be none other than tt.WhiteRa. WhiteRa's new clan, of course, being TT, and I know it doesn't reflect it in his name right now, but basically everybody knows him as WhiteRa, DuckloadRa, whatever you guys want to call him. And this is actually going to be a really good series of games. This is once again a best of 3. I mean, WhiteRa and SlayerS.MMA, two of arguably the world's best players, going head-to-head in a Terran versus Protoss. I don't think you could ask for anything better. So this is actually from IPL 3 Atlantic City. A lot of games that happened at IPL 3, for those of you guys who actually tuned in, and I know a lot of you guys did, you guys probably are aware that basically a truck, I don't want to say it was like a terrorist truck or anything like that, but a truck hit the fiber optic line in New Jersey, crashed the entire internet in our hotel on day 2 and almost into day 3 of our broadcasting, and it basically shut the whole operation down. We were unable to broadcast like almost half the games, and what we had to do was like call in a satellite company to set up a mobile satellite in a truck on top of the hotel just so we could get enough Battle.net connection to have 2 players connect and play on Battle.net. And we didn't stream a lot of those replays, so I don't know if this game was actually broadcasted or not. This could be one of the sets of games that basically were played on the satellite setup during our little terrorist attack. So this could be broadcasted already, it could not be. I know that I didn't get a chance to cast it, and I kind of pulled up our replay pack and I was like, whoa, WhiteRa MMA? This is like a golden opportunity to cast one of the, you know, 2 of the most well-known players in the world. Of course, MMA winning the, gosh, what did he win? He won the GSL against MVP, and WhiteRa, well, you know, he's just a perennial winner. He's never a loser in anybody's books. So, you know, I thought this would be a good opportunity to bring back some IPL 3 content that you guys may or may not have missed. By the way, if you guys get a chance, follow IPL. We are doing some great stuff there. We're planning to have a lot more tournaments, live venues, and all the such and sorts. So, you know, get a chance, check it out. I think we're going to be going on a world tour pretty soon next year with a lot more events. Still some information that's kind of on the hush-hush, so I don't want to say too much. In fact, I actually don't know half the stuff going on. I'm just a lowly caster. Yeah, what am I trying to say here? Oh yeah, today is Halloween. I guess now that the videos come out, yesterday was Halloween. Hope you guys all had a great time trick-or-treating, and hope you guys got a lot of candy, got stuffed up. I'm a little hyper right now because I came home from work, I rushed out, I grabbed like some candy from some of my neighbors' houses, I stuffed it in my face. My teeth is now drooling with chocolate, and you know, the very first thing I thought of was cast StarCraft 2. That's what I gotta do. So, yeah, I'm on a candy high right now and bringing you guys some StarCraft 2 games. Hope you guys enjoy, and we'll see what happens in this best of 3. By the way, guys, I don't know if this is from the group stage or actually from the championship bracket. I'm not even going to speculate as to where it is because our replay folder is kind of screwed up from all the internet connectivity issues we had, so I don't really know. All I know is this is going to be WhiteRa and MMA. It could go either way. We'll just have to see. WhiteRa, of course, the master of special tic-tacs or special tactics. Very well versed in using the warp prism, so to say. Whenever you ask this guy how he's going to defeat his opponent in an interview, he's always like, I will use my special tactics. You do not worry. And guess what, guys? It looks like we have a quick robotics facility off of one base again, so we may indeed see it. Yep. Not even gonna be may indeed. For sure 100% gonna see a warp prism, but look at this. MMA with a 1 barracks push of Marauders that already have concussive shells, and he's bringing an SCV as well. He's building a bunker outside of WhiteRa's main. This could actually be a little bit troublesome for him. And the pylon placed in a forward position. This means his pylon is going to be open to a pickoff if MMA wants to do it. MMA has vision of the high ground. He's focusing the pylon down with a couple of shots. The Marauder in the front taking some damage, but he pulls it back to the back. Very good micro right here by MMA, and he's trying to get behind the bunker right now. Will the bunker get up in time? It looks like the SCV is free to construct it, and it was not picked off. And now MMA is up the ramp. His units are pretty much in the red bar, but if he can get this pylon up, oh, he picks off the pylon, and all of WhiteRa's production, except for the 2 gates in the back and the robotics facility, are pretty much halted. Although WhiteRa was able to hold down the fort at the front door, and really, you know, all he really lost was a pylon and a couple of units. So, you know, WhiteRa's not in a horrible spot. In fact, I don't even think he took that much permanent damage at all. And now he's the one who's poised to do some damage back in the face of MMA. So, WhiteRa with a pretty good defense at the front door right there. Really excessive display, I've got to say it. Excessive display of his APM and skill and micro and management of a crisis situation. Now, though, he's got to pull those 4 zealots away. Yeah, he's not going to be able to get in there with those 3 Marines. Good game awareness, though, by MMA to build a bunker in the mineral line, bring those 3 Marines to the left. I think he kind of saw the Warp Prism poke in earlier. That might have been WhiteRa's fault, but now he's attacking the front door, and I kind of like this. This could distract MMA, and MMA now, yeah, he's going to distract MMA. WhiteRa now going to come in with a Warp Prism into the mineral line, warps in 3 zealots, in fact, drops off the original 3 zealots that were in his Warp Prism, so he's got 6 zealots inside the mineral line, focuses down the bunker first. That was really, really good, actually. And now he is free to just do damage all day long inside the mineral line. Look at WhiteRa. Oh my god. He actually just pulled off the craziest drop play I've ever seen. And thankfully for MMA, he does have a second bunker, but that bunker is going to go down almost instantly. A little bit of camera work here for you guys, so you guys can just see the carnage from all angles. WhiteRa doing some great work here, and unlike MMA's attack, WhiteRa actually able to kill off several SCVs. Oh, the Warp Prism went down, though. It looks like WhiteRa was trying to warp in a couple of more units there, but it got stopped at the very last second. Good control by MMA to pick off that Warp Prism, and those units are now stranded. But what kind of damage has been done? Oh my goodness, that is almost unrecoverable from. Look at MMA, he's below 8 SCVs right now. 25 workers killed. Oh, WhiteRa, you dirty special tactics user, you. He just came in here and he pretty much brought the house down, set the roof on fire. In fact, if this orbital command wasn't on fire, well, it isn't on fire, but if it was on fire, that would be a great, what am I trying to say, symbol of WhiteRa's damage. Well, anyways, WhiteRa has done some pretty good work so far. He's going to come in with another Warp Prism full of 4 zealots. Really sticking it to the man here. I do apologize, guys. My FPS is a little bit low right now. I'm not sure why. I might have to restart my computer after this. But, oh no, 1 zealot getting dropped off a little bit too early, going to be stranded outside. WhiteRa going to go back and pick up that lone guy. And WhiteRa is still harassing the mineral line. Oh my god, he's got 2 SCVs inside, 2 zealots inside the SCV line. Does about 3 SCVs worth of damage, so the total is now 26. The last zealots are going to go down, but WhiteRa continuing to warp in units here. And at some point, the macro game is just going to explode for WhiteRa compared to MMA. MMA's only got a few SCVs, just a handful. And honestly, both players are on 2 base. Eventually, you know, MMA is just not going to be able to keep up with army production. But kudos, really, to MMA. He's still alive. He's still kicking. He just fended off the second wave of Warp Prism attacks. But WhiteRa just going to keep right at it. He is totally going balls to the wall right now, and he's going to bring in the Warp Prism for the 3rd time today, unloading units. This is just so smart, you know. Anytime a Protoss player, if you think about it, a Warp Prism is like almost like a double medevac. You load the units, preload the units, bring them in, drop them off, and then you convert the Warp Prism into a mobile pylon and warp in more units. And every cycle of gateways, you've got more units coming in. So it's essentially an infinite source of units for Protoss. And WhiteRa's just exploiting it to its maximum potential. And MMA eventually, I just don't think he's going to be able to keep up. I mean, he's even got a zealot kind of banging on the door right now at the front. He's too concerned about his backside to even worry about the guests at the front door. So that zealot may be able to just run in here and do a lot of damage. No, finally something being dispatched over there to deal with that. But MMA really being taxed on his multitasking and APM right now to keep these 3 zealots at bay. Thank goodness he's got concussive shells. But WhiteRa just continuing this Warp Prism assault is just really keeping MMA on the back foot. And that's, you know, that's just the hallmark of a really good player. Now going into Immortal mode as well. Oh no. Oh god, he's gonna go with the Immortals. Oh man, this is just gonna get dirtier and dirtier. WhiteRa, you are a god amongst men. By the way, guys, now that I've casted this first game, I just realized that I have casted this set. I believe this is from the championship bracket. I casted it with Pain User Live. But it's cool because I think it's a good opportunity to bring it to you guys who may not have seen the event. Plus, these are just some sick games we had at IPL. It'd be a waste. Not to be able to rebroadcast them. Anyways, we got Immortals kind of dancing in the back here. Dude, don't they have 6 range? Oh my god, those Immortals are slaying the Marines! Those Marines and Marauders don't even stand a chance. Well, maybe not the Marauders. The Marines certainly have a chance. And oh, WhiteRa needs to drop off his Immortals. He does just that. The Warp Prism goes down. But these 2 Immortals are doing work! One of the Immortals falls. The last Immortal still standing. It could actually kill off all these Marines. Unbelievable, even with the medevac healing on top. The SCVs force a pull in, and MMA microing his Marines, bringing up the weakened ones up to the air so that they could be safe. Wow, those Immortals were absolutely wrecking carnage, wrecking havoc inside of MMA's house. And if the roof wasn't on fire already, it is definitely now being incinerated. So 40 SCVs have gone down this game. It's a miracle, actually, that SlayerS.MMA is still in it. I mean, he's still got 26 SCVs. He's still got 44 supply worth of food. I honestly feel like MMA, if it wasn't MMA, if it was anybody else, I don't think he would be in this game anymore. Now MMA actually doing a counter drop into WhiteRa's main. WhiteRa not even prepared for this, but he has so many charge shots now, barreling down the front door. The front door earlier was actually knocked apart. Now he's just kind of storming the lawn, or actually not the lawn, into the living room, I guess you could say. Here he goes, gonna go right into the bedroom of MMA, and MMA's just got nothing to do with this. He's just gonna have to GG. And even the War Prison coming in for additional special tactics. And that's going to be game. So WhiteRa convincingly defeating MMA in a very quick first game to this set. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I am still on my sugar high from these candies, so you know what? I'm just going to go right into game 2. I hope you guys stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next video.